This is the Iowa Weather Report for Saturday, April 5th, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a trough swinging in across the eastern Great Lakes into New England. Little bit of a trough digging in across the desert south and west. Pretty much zonal from the west coast to the east coast. We have the storm system moving into Canada and just clipping the northern parts of New England and the eastern Great Lakes with a little bit of snow. Temperatures around here starting to warm up a little, highs in the 40s and 50s. It'll be in the mid to upper 50s to lower 60s here on Sunday. We can't rule out an isolated shower or so in some areas. Some places may stay dry during the day. And a new storm develops in the Gulf and begins to ride north and eastward to near Louisville on Monday. With the disturbance still close by, we could still see a little bit of shower activity. It'll be hit and miss in many areas with the best chances of rain to our east. The trough really sharpens up here on Tuesday. That could drop temperatures back into at least the 40s to lower 50s as the precipitation begins to move out. But then the trough lifts out, the temperatures warm back up, southwesterly winds, highs back into the 50s and 60s, maybe even a few 70s. In our southern and western counties of the state with plenty of sunshine around. This looks to also be the case here on Thursday, as you can see a disturbance moving across the Great Lakes. This will drop a cold front through late in the day Thursday, especially by Thursday night. Mainly it'll bring some clouds around, but not a whole lot of precipitation. That front starts to stall and lift northward as a warm front here on Friday. We could see an isolated shower late in the day in our northern or northwestern counties. Better chances of any precipitation will be over the Dakotas. And as that storm, the warm front lifts north, another trough comes in from the west. You can see starting to come in with some energy in the plain states. This is going to develop a low pressure center near Vernon or Wichita Falls, Texas. This would put us north of the low, which means we'll see some rain, maybe an embedded thunderstorm. If there's going to be any severe weather at this point, it looks like it'll be to our south. Going into the extended period on April the 16th, we have another system with some energy moving across Kansas and Oklahoma. And with this, that means another low pressure center will be close by, producing some more rain and maybe some embedded thunderstorms. We have a low pressure, in this case, over the western Oklahoma panhandle. That means some severe weather, if there's going to be any, would be well to the east and south of us, with only rain and embedded thunderstorms, as I said, around here. And at the end of the forecast on April the 20th, we have a trough digging in across California and Nevada, a southwesterly flow aloft around here. And with that, we would have at least warm conditions, not overly cold. A storm system coming in from the west and northwest could bring a little bit of rain in the Dakotas and Minnesota, maybe a little bit of snow in the mountains in Montana and Wyoming, with temperatures near seasonal levels. The satellite image from last evening, we had some low and mid-level clouds across the Great Lakes with the storm system lifting up into Canada, some Pacific moisture moving across Texas, and a couple of clouds in the Intermountain West. The watch warning map from last evening was dead quiet across the western half of the country. A lot of flood warnings over southern Illinois and southern Indiana into northwestern Kentucky. Some winter weather issues in northern New England, and elsewhere it's fairly quiet. The QPF chart, that doesn't look very quiet. This is the rainfall through Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, showing the heaviest will be over the Gulf Coast, where up to 3 to 4 inches is possible. Around here, maybe up to 1/4 of an inch, mainly in the form of some light rain.